Hi everyone, my name is Semay and welcome to my very first video in this channel. So I moved to Spain 8 months ago. At the moment I'm living in Barcelona, but previously I was living in Valencia. So I lived in Valencia for around 4 months, and for the remaining 4 months I am living in Barcelona. And the last 8 months actually has been a real roller coaster for me, and even I'm having so hard time to understand like why all of those things are happening. But I know that it's important to talk about them. It's important for people to know who are already planning to move to Spain, because Spain by all means is a dream country, and it was the same for me when I actually moved here. So before diving into this topic, I would like to give you a little bit background about myself. So I've been living in Europe for around 10 years now. So I was living in Poland before. I was working for a technology startup for 8 years. And when I decided to, like make a change in my life, I wanted to move to Spain for obvious reasons, right? Like good weather, good people, good food, and everything was just so appealing, like nothing can go wrong. And I was working in tech for 8 years in a startup, and I felt like very secure in this job. So I talked to my company, they approved my relocation, and I decided to move to Valencia at first. I was working in Poland, and my work contract was based in Poland, but since I relocated to here, we changed it to the Spanish contract. On paper, it looks like I just started working in Spain, but in reality, I was working for the same company for 8 years. It was like staying in a temporary place, looking for a long-term apartment for myself. And I managed to secure an apartment after a month. After I moved in the 10th day, I remember it very clearly. It was a Monday morning. It was last year, late November. I received an meeting from my manager with an HR person, and I know that okay, this is not good, but it's just like didn't seem possible, because I was working for a company for 8 years. They just approved my relocation to Spain, and I cannot be laid off. I just felt so secure. I thought this cannot happen. But guess what? It actually happened. So I lost my job. I was laid off in late November last year, along with many people, of course, in a new country, that I just moved in. Back then, I actually didn't check job opportunities in Spain because, I was relocating here with my previous company, and I didn't actually have to check the job opportunities here. But when I lost my job, of course, it was like very shocking. I tell this like in everywhere that I cried my eyes out for 2 weeks at least, and I was like thinking what I'm gonna do. I just moved into this apartment and I signed a contract for a year. I don't know, like I signed a contract for a year. I don't know how things work here, like how is the job market, how can I give up this apartment. So many things, like I literally found myself in a situation I would never imagine. But it happens, and it happened. So I wanted to try my chances in Spain, but I just didn't know it's gonna be so hard. Valencia is a great city, but it is limited when it comes to job opportunities, and that was one of the main reasons why I decided to relocate to Barcelona, because all the jobs that I was looking for, they were either in Barcelona, in Madrid, because I was working in tech. My background is like project manager in tech, and English is my main language. I don't speak Spanish, so that's why like majority of the job opportunities, either I have to move to Barcelona or Madrid. And my first choice was Barcelona, so I started my job hunt here. Fortunately, unemployment is a huge problem in Spain, not only for expats, but also Spanish people. And on the top of it, if you don't speak Spanish, your chances are really limited. And right now, the world is going through a crisis in terms of AI revolution, and at the same time, them technological developments. So The layoffs are increasing. Those things are aside, Spain is already suffering from unemployment, and the unemployment rate, it's the highest in Europe. So for young people among 25 until 35 years old, the unemployment rate is around, it's reaching like 30% and maybe even more. And for me, it's been 5 months. I'm actively looking for a job here in Spain as a person who has 10 years working experience. 8 years is in a technology company, and I was in a mid-senior position in my previous job, and right now I cannot get one single interview. So it's been 5 months. As I mentioned, I applied for more than 200 jobs, and my first focus was Spain, but I cannot secure even an interview. So in Spain, I only received 2 interviews, and I was eliminated in the first stage after the HR talk. And very recently, I interviewed Uber, and I was eliminated in the 5th round, which is the last stage after the case study presentation. And those are the topics that I will, cover all of these in my next videos. And at the same time, like, I will cover housing crisis, I will cover not speaking Spanish, the social life here. There is one thing that you should know: if you are unemployed, if you don't have a job, if you don't speak Spanish, things are not gonna easy here in Spain. Spain is great, like for traveling, for good food, for laid back lifestyle. If you are unemployed, if you are not even able to secure an interview in 5 months of job search, then that may not be the good place for you. And when it comes to me, I'm gonna move out. Like, I already did my deal with Spain. I am here just to enjoy it for 2 more months, and then which is basically summer, and summer actually hasn't arrived yet. It's like May, it's late May, but still the weather is a little bit shady. I'll enjoy my time here in Spain, and I'll say adios. So overall, what I wanted to say is, if you don't have a job and if you are like planning to move to Spain, that may not be a good idea, because finding a job here, it is super tough, and losing a job, it's very easy. And at the same time, like, when you are not generating money, it's not so easy to enjoy the life, because out there you see so many people, like, they are enjoying the life. There are so many events happening in Barcelona. You need actually money to join those events. There are, of course, free things to do, but when you are under stress, like constant stress of finding a job and don't get any interview, you receive like so many rejections, life is not gonna be easy. If you are planning to move here, just make your finances, make sure you have either enough money or you have different income sources, or you create one before you come in. So that would be my advice. As I said, last 8 months was like a real life experience for me. Unemployment, housing crisis. I lived in 4 different apartments, and I'm gonna tell you all about that in my next videos. Before ending the video, I want to clarify a couple of things. The first thing is that I've been sick for the last couple of days, and I lost my voice, and it's just coming back. So this is still my flu voice, and I hope it was clear during the video. And the second thing that I want to mention is that I have a work permit in Spain. I have a European Union citizenship, so that's why I am eligible to work here in Spain and in Europe, even though that I wasn't able to get a job or secure an interview in the last 5 months. The last thing, and probably the most important thing, is that I am not eligible to apply for unemployment benefits in Spain, because, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, that my contract has changed the Spanish one. So it looked like I just started working in Spain, which was like 2 months. And to be able to get unemployment benefits, you have to be working in Spain for at least a year. This actually breaks my heart because I've been working 10 years, I've been paying taxes, and when I was laid off, I found myself in a situation that I cannot get unemployment benefits in any country. So this is something you should know as well. If you are relocating here with a job, and if you lose your job in less than a year, you won't be able to apply for unemployment benefits, as in my situation. So that's why I created this YouTube channel. I'm trying to create a side hustle for myself. If you want to support my YouTube channel, you can subscribe, you can like this video, and you can leave a comment. Comments are really important for me because this is how we communicate, how I can communicate with you. So only me talking, it's like one-way communication, and I want to hear your thoughts as well. Maybe you are planning to move to Spain, maybe you have questions, you can write all in the comments and I'm gonna answer them so that, like all of us will learn something from it. And thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it and hope to see you in other videos. Take care.